Hey guys, Tim here. Um, Pretty sure I start every video with a lot has happened since the last time we talked, and I can't stress enough how true that is in this case. Typically it's because I work pretty fast, and I was in a situation where I was off of work taking vacation. I was able to knock out a lot of stuff really quick. This time it was nothing to do with me working fast. It was everything to do with circumstances, which I'm not going to get into real heavy, but we were forced to move our move-in up almost 3 weeks, which kind of put us into moving right into a house that was not even remotely close to finished. To this day, I still do not have a kitchen sink. We did get the bedroom moved out of the kitchen into the actual bedroom yesterday finally, and I'll get inside and we'll show you a little bit what we've done there soon. But today I just want to take a quick message among all the noise to start with Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Mine, my mother-in-law, both who have been so instrumental in not only molding us into who we are, but some real serious hands-on work helping us get through this. They've just done a lot for us and helping us make this move, because moving a farm is different from moving, in the suburbs. You just buy a house, empty one, move it into the other one, voila, there you go, you have a new place. This has not been the case for us, and it got even worse having to force in the move early. But thought I would say that. Happy Mother's Day, and give you a quick tour of at least the animals' temporary accommodations here before we get into ours in the next video. So I don't know how to turn this camera around. Anyway, we have dubbed this the Green Mile. These are our roosters who are waiting for stew pots. I know a lot of you take offense to such a thing, but the truth of the matter is you go to the store, you go to KFC, you eat chicken. This is where it comes from, guys. This is it. These guys were hatched out in our hatchery the first time we hatched, and we ended up with about 12 of them. I think we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 10 of them in here maybe. There's a couple still wandering around free, but got some beautiful birds. They can be bought if you want to save them. About $10 a piece, they're yours. Otherwise they're going to feed us. But that's our boys, and I'll bring you around here and introduce you to the coonies, who you can hear squealing right now. They are doing well. This is our original trio. Give them a little double berth. There's old Curly Sue, big mama of the yard. Elvis, who cannot play well with others. He's a tough old bird, but he just was no match for Casanova when we merged the flocks, and he spent a lot of time hiding with his head in the corner. As you can see from the pecks on his comb and all, he was not winning the fight. So he gets to live with the pigs outside, free roaming. Got him a little perch in there with the hog house, and he's doing pretty good. Curly Sue just eating away. Rambo in the background, and Sally Pig's in here somewhere. I think she's eating around. There's my little Sally. I don't know if you can see her through the slats, but she's just chilling. Then of course in the back we got the big boys. I'll walk you back here and introduce you to our main boar. He's about I don't know, he's getting close to 3 years old now, as opposed to Rambo, who's just now hitting the 1 year mark. But Rambo has mated twice. We'll see if they take. Both of these girls are potentially pregnant in here with him. And here we have Boars. Boars is a wiry looking rascal. He's a barrow. He has been castrated, so he's not going to propagate, which is a shame, because if you get his face out of the ground, you can see he's cute. He looks like an Ewok. And of course, Bully here is the big boy, and he is the father to the 2 small litters we have around the corner. We'll see them in just a second. And they're just big teddy bears. They can be scary teddy bears at times, because they've got huge mouths, and both of them are developing their tusk, which I think is awesome because they look great. But yeah, they're big teddy bears. They just want you to scratch their belly and feed them boiled eggs. My wife has them totally spoiled. And over here we've got the 2 Fairwind pens that we put up to separate our mamas. And you can see we got a little runt, little girl, trying furiously to nurse here. And I'm rooting for her. She's hitting about 3 weeks old. We thought for a long time she simply was not going to make it, but she is finally starting to put on a little bit of weight. And the move was kind of traumatic. We weren't going to move them at all till they were at least 2 weeks old. We ended up moving these guys. I think these were 6 days old. And spoiled rotten Natasha here, who will probably strike a pose here in a minute thinking she's getting an egg. She likes to look all cute. Hey, Tasha. Hey, baby. How are you? Where's your babies? Ah, they're in the back. Okay, they're all up there struggled up. They've already had their meal this morning. But that's where we are on this. Property's kind of a mess. I've got stuff just scattered everywhere. I don't have a building or a shed or storage or anything built yet. We'll get there. It takes a minute. Got to focus on the house first. It's still not finished, as I said. But the chickens are free ranging. There's old Casanova. He is the king of the yard. And you can see from his battle wounds that he has fought hard for that spot. Hey, boy. But he is the man. No joke about it. And then, of course, here is everybody waiting their turn to lay. 5 nesting boxes in there. They'll use one of them. And this old boy up here, that's Colonel. He's partial buttercup. He had a comb that split and almost round. Of course, we had him on the Green Mile, and the other roosters were just, we honestly thought he was going to die. But he's out. He's doing good. He's a beautiful bird. Once he grows his feathers back on the back of his head, he's got a big tuft and mutton chops. The other boys just took him apart. But he rarely gets on the ground. He literally will stay up here all day and all night. He'll drop down once in a while when the other chickens are out foraging in the woods or somewhere, but he's living in a bit of fear. His tail feathers are pointing up again, which is good. For a long time he was so beat down and disposed that they just hung. He really had zero spirit left. One of the other roasters that escaped the Green Mile, he actually never got in it. They ran him off so much that when we called all the rest of them, he wasn't even in the yard. We didn't know where he was. He showed back up, and he's trying furiously to get into the flock, but Casanova just ain't having it. Oh, I forgot the rabbits. We do have the rabbits over here. There's Jeff. Say hey, Jeff. Did y'all see that? He actually said, hey. Jeff is the coolest cat I've ever seen. He's the dirtiest cat I've ever seen. Dude will not groom himself. He's just constantly covered in dust and grass and pollen. Of course, we're in South Carolina, so everything's covered in pollen. But he just don't care. But that's what happens when you name a cat Jeff, I guess. This is Booger. Booger's the only buck we are trying to breed right now. We've got 2 on the back side. He started out as a house bunny that we thought was a girl. Turns out if you sex them at, a week old, you don't always get it right. And a couple of our girls in here, they don't really have names. They're just girls. I don't guess they have names. My wife might have named them. And there's the first one we're breeding since we got here. And we'll find out in a few days if it took. But that's kind of what we got going on with the rabbit habitat right now. And we will eventually put them on the ground. We want to do a ground colony, underground burrows, the whole deal. Just give them a really good place to live, something really nice to look at, where you can get in there and actually play with the bunnies. We want to be able to have the kids out, just let them have an experience that they can't get in the city, But that's where we're at. It's a short update, nothing about the house. Yesterday is the first day in 2 weeks that I've done anything inside other than I did get some water to the washing machine and dryer, and power come up through the floor. Turns out you really need a washer and dryer in your life, and a stove. Stove works. But we'll talk about that next time. Hopefully it won't be another 2 weeks before I get to this, but we'll get to it soon. In the meantime, happy Mother's Day again. Y'all have a great day. Tim out.